Hello, welcome back to Biash and Klutz Knitting and Crochet. My name is Maria. So we're going to continue on to video 2, and we have just completed the edging to the Diamond Sparkle shawl, which I found on allfreeknitting.com, and it's free pattern, and I'll leave the pattern link below in information. And I'm just going to, in video 2, now that we have our edging, working from the bottom up, show you the pattern as it proceeds for the diamonds that we're going to make through the body of the shawl. Now, it's 20 rows of lace pattern that you're going to continue, as much as you want to grow your shawl. So that's totally up to you. And of course, you can also, by going with a multiple of 10 plus 5, you can make it larger or smaller, and just by changing your needle size or your yarn, make it larger or smaller, or lighter or heavier. Again, it's shown with a sparkled yarn, and there's many comparables you can use. And I'm just choosing to do the sample without the sparkle in it. I want to be able to wear it around the house. I'm probably going to go with a gray. I already said I'm going to make one that's kind of like more of a boho pop up with a light yarn, because I like shawls. Okay. They make nice gifts, nice little wraps. All right, so there will be 10 action rows, and about 7 of them will be repeats of what we've already done, but then every alternate row or even row, so row 2 is going to be like a stabilizing row where you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again. So I will show you the first 2 rows, and then I'll just show you the action rows, because every other row you're going to repeat row 2. So having said that, row 1 begins like this, of the lace pattern. Excuse me. We're going to knit 1, and yarn over, and knit 2 together, and then knit 2 individually, and then purl 1, and that is the setup to the repeat that we're going to keep doing. So you'll see an asterisk where the repeat begins and where it ends. So from the beginning to the end, to the last 9 stitches of row 1, you're going to knit 4, and yarn over, and we're going to do what's called an SSK. And in the pattern, it says to SSK as if to knit. Sometimes it will say as if to purl. If it says as if to knit, your yarn's going to be in the back, and you're going to approach the stitch that you're working as if to knit. So you're going to come in left to right. So yarn's in the back, and an SSK is slip 1 individually, slip another individually, and then knit them together. So we're going to slip with our yarn in the back. We're going to slip as if to knit 1 from the left needle over to the right needle, and then another one. So slip 2, slip, slip, and we're going to come over here, and take our left needle and go into those 2 stitches and knit them together. And what we've just done is a decrease, but because we're doing it as if to knit, and it's an SSK, it's going to lean to the left. And that's what's going to give it the movement and the shape of the pattern. And that's it. You're going to just go back and knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, put the yarn in the back, flip 1, flip 2, and then with your other needle come in underneath those 2 and knit them. That's it. Knit 4, yarn in the back, flip, flip, and then you've got 2 stitches here, right in, and knit. And just kind of eyeball, count your 9 stitches at the end and stop at 9, and then we're going to do a little something different with those 9 stitches. Let me count, see where I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so flip, flip, knit. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 stitches. I don't know why that happened, but I'm going to make an extra stitch. So when we get to the end, we're going to, maybe because my count, or maybe I knit a split together. Who knows? But when we get to the last 9 stitches, do I have 9 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I have 8. So the last 9 stitches, you're going to knit 3. So I'm going to knit into the front and the back of this one just to make sure I have that extra stitch. You could make one, but this is just a little easier. So that we're going to count that as 1, but we really have our 2 stitches there. 2, 3, and then we're going to purl 1, and knit 2 individually. I may have knit, yeah, I probably knit a, that's really weird. Okay, well, I don't have enough stitches to finish this off, which is strange, but it could be the count I did. The other one I did, it worked fine. Okay, well, The way you end the last 9 stitches, and I'll figure this out in a minute, is when you get to your last 9 stitches, you knit 3, purl 1, knit 2, SSK, yarn over, knit 1. So I had 45 stitches to begin with. I'll see how it shakes out. If it keeps doing that, then I needed to add more for my sample probably. But for the pattern, this is what you're going to do. So don't worry about it. Just if you cast on your 105, it's going to be fine. You're still going to have your diamonds in there. All right, row 2, we're going to purl 5 with our yarn in the front. And then knit 1. It's always purl 5, knit 1, and purl to the last 6 stitches. So you're just going to purl along to your last 6 stitches, and then you're going to knit 1 and purl 5. I said I would show you the first 2 stitches, or the first 2 rows, so I am going to. See if I have anything dropped here. I doubt it. I think I really needed to cast on 55 stitches, but it's 105 stitches, so a multiple of 10 plus 5. It's 45 should have worked. I don't know. This is why I call it Biash Klutz Knitting and Crochet. I will learn with you, but I'm reading you the pattern as it is. We'll see what happens. I may have lost count there or something. Everything is on as it should be. Everything is there. Does it make you go? Okay, so I'm going to keep purling till I get to my last 6 stitches, and I'll be right back. There goes my yarn. I gotta go catch it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to put my glasses on. I found a couple stitches, 3 that I had dropped, and I got them back on the hook, and they're there. So hopefully my stitch count will shake out. So we're going to stop at 6 stitches and knit 1, and then purl 5. As much as I get a little glare when I look at the viewer, the view thing here to make sure I'm in the camera when I'm knitting. I'm going to keep my glasses on for this because I don't want to drop anything. You can usually tell right away if you start seeing what looks like a ladder, you know you dropped something. Go in search of it. Okay. So let's see how it looks. Everything is on the hook except for right over here. See, I dropped another one right there. Yeah, I did. Dropped another one right here. All right, I'll catch it on the way back. I gotta wear my glasses. All right. So what you should have is on the right side when you turn, you should start to see a little ridge here. Little ridge popping up right there. That's from the purling we're doing. Okay. So for every other row, you're going to repeat row 2. So row 3 of the lace pattern is as follows. Knit 3. I'm going to keep looking for that drop stitch. And then we're going to yarn over. And we're going to SSK again. So we're going to slip, slip, knit. And I may have dropped a stitch when I was knitting 2 together when I was doing this. I may have. Okay. And then we're going to purl 1. And knit 2. And then the repeat begins. That was the setup to the repeat. Oh, and my viewfinder just went off. Try to move this. All right, put that out of the way. Okay, so there's a little setup all the time, and then in the action rows, and then there's an asterisk, and that's the repeat. I'm still looking for that. I'll find it. Okay. So the repeat begins for row 3 with knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, SSK again, and knit 1. And this is where my problem is right here. This is where my stitches drop. So I'm going to go after that. Find it. It's right down here somewhere. Because I can see I have this going on here. So it's sticking out for me to see. Get my light here. No. Come back to restitch. And there it is. It's right there. All right. So, gotta get this back over here where it belongs. All right, there it is. This goes over here. This comes up here. This. All right. Got it back up there. All right, so what was I doing? Knit 1. Okay, so we're back to knit 2 together. Yarn over, SSK, and knit one. And we're going to do this to the last 7 stitches. So we're going to knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and SSK, and knit 1. I keep making sure. Yep, good. Right. Knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, SSK, knit 1, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, SSK, so slip, slip, as if to knit, and then knit those 2 together, okay, to the last 7 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we knit 1, and we knit 2 together, and that makes sense. Okay, good. All right, we knit 2 together, and you just do the pattern until you get to the last 7 stitches. So don't wait for the complete repeat to be done. And I think that's where I made my mistake, because although I do see a big hole here, I don't know what that's doing there. Oh, it's supposed to be there. That's part of the it's part of the edging. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. So to the last 7 stitches, we knit 1, we purl 1, we knit 2 together, we yarn over, and we knit 3. And I have my 3, so I'm good. Now, I hope that didn't confuse some folks. What I want to say is, when you have the pattern, let me put it in the middle so you can see better. I mean, this way, if I hold it. You'll see you've got your little holes on the bottom, but everything is okay on the top. Okay. What I want to say is, when it says continue pattern until the last 7 stitches or 9 stitches, you don't want to have to wait until you've completed the whole asterisk to asterisk. Sometimes it will stop before that asterisk to get to your 9 stitches or your 7 stitches or whatever. In my case, in the last action row, I actually dropped some stitches, so I had to go pick them up. And that's why I was short with that row 1 with the last 9 stitches, is even though I was going between the asterisk and the asterisk and counting 9 stitches, I was still trying to complete my repeat, and I dropped a few stitches. So you won't have a problem if you're doing the 105 or how many you're doing, as long as you remember that. And I just want to check, make sure my connections are good, because I'm using interchangeable needles. Okay, so that was row 3, and now we're going to repeat row 2. So I'm going to go off camera to do that. And row 2 is again all alternate rows, so your even rows, 2, 4, 6, 8, those rows, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. You're going to be doing the purl 5, get your yarn overs in there. And then knit 1, and then purl across to your last 6 stitches, knit 1, and purl 5. And that's what we're doing for row 2. So I'm going to go do that and come back for row 5. And then I'm just going to be coming back for row 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, like that. And some of them are going to be repeats of the rows we've done before. So I'll just tell you repeat the first row or the second or the third. Okay? So I'll be right back when I'm done with this row. Okay, so I am back for row 5. And in this row, we're going to be, I'm going to move this down a little bit. My viewer keeps getting in the way again. Okay, now for this one it says to stop at the last 12 stitches. So like I said before, don't worry about completing the repeat from asterisk to asterisk, especially if you're doing a little sample or whatever. You're going to stop before you get to wherever you are in that repeat from asterisk to asterisk. You're going to stop at how many stitches it tells you to. Okay, it's the only way the pattern's going to work. So row 5, we knit 1, we yarn over, we knit 2 together, we knit 2, we purl 1, we knit 1, and we knit 2 together, and we yarn over. And that is the beginning of, that is the setup to the pattern. Remember, the pattern, the repeat pattern is between asterisk and asterisk, but we're going to stop 12 stitches no matter where we are in that asterisk to asterisk. We're going to count ahead 12 stitches. So in row 5, the asterisk begins with knit 3. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and we're going to do a stitch called a PSSO. So that will usually tell us to slip one and knit two together, or do something like that before, and I'll show you what I mean. So yarn over, slip one, so we take a stitch from here and we slip it over here, and then we knit two together, and we pass that slip stitch right there, right over, and it locks in. And what the PSSO does is it decreases, but it leans to the right. So it's kind of cool that way. Okay, then we yarn over again, and we go back to the asterisk, which is knit 3. 1, 2, 3. We yarn over, we slip one, we knit two together, and we pass that slip stitch right over. So you can see you're getting a lot of different movement and shape going on in there now. And we yarn over again. We knit 3. Yarn over, we slip one, we knit two together, and we do our PSSO, where we pass that slip stitch right over the last stitch. So it's just like binding off. Just locks it in, makes it lean that way. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to knit my 3. Yarn over first, yarn over, knit 3, and I think I'm at 12 here. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not. All right, well, so I'm going to knit the 2. I'm going to take that, I'm going to tink this one off. Put it back on here. Whole thing on there. Okay. So if the direction is knit 3, but you have to have 12 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I was okay. I had it. I had 12. All right. So we're to our last 12 stitches. Now, even though we stopped in the middle of the repeat, it's okay. So the last 12 stitches are knit 3, yarn over, slip, slip, and knit those two together, SSK, knit 1, purl 1, knit 2, SSK, yarn over, and knit one. Okay, so now it's making sense. Sometimes with crochet you have to do that too. You have to stop in the middle of the repeat and just go to those last 12, 7, whatever stitches it tells you to. It's starting to go into a little shawl shape now and looking pretty. So you're just going to repeat row 2, which was purl 5, knit 1, purl across, stop at 6 stitches, knit 1, purl the last 5. So I'm going to go do that. This second video might be a little longer because it is the body of the shawl. So I want to get through the pattern, and then you're just going to continue that pattern until you grow it, and then I'll come back and do the border with you. And you'll have the pattern to look at. Okay, be right back. Do row 2 over again for row 6. Okay, so we are to row 7, and once we get to row 8 and repeat, we're just going to be, see, is it recording? Resumed? Let's see. Are you resuming? Not saying it's recording, but I bet it is. Resumed. Okay, it says resumed, but it's not. It doesn't show it's recording on my end. It could be because my viewfinder is not going. I don't know. Let me see. Let me move this up. Let me do this for a second. Okay, it is recording. I'm not sure what it's doing. All right, it's recording. Okay, so now we're doing row 7. Or did I just do row 7? Sorry. No, I did row 5. All right, so that was 6, and now it's 7. But after this, it's going to be repeating those rows. So I'm probably going to do one more video of the body, just so we can repeat the rows. But if you look back on the video, you'll know what to do. Just to keep it short. So I'll just decide in a minute or two. I don't want the video to get too long. But I want you to be able to see the diamonds starting to show up. So I'm going to go off camera and grow it a little bit and come back. All right. So row 7 is knit 3. Yarn over, SSK, do that again. Got it. Okay. Purl 1. Knit 3. And then our repeat begins. And we're going to do our repeat to the last 6 stitches. but if the repeat stops before that last 6 stitches, you're going to stop wherever it stops. Okay, so the repeat begins with yarn over, slip 1, knit 2 together, and pass that slip stitch over PSSO. Okay. And then yarn over, and then knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 2 together, pass that slip stitch over, PSSO, yarn over, knit 3. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 2 together, pass your slip stitch over, yarn over, knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 2 together, pass a slip stitch over, yarn over, knit 3. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 2 together, pass a slip stitch over, yarn over, knit 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And so it's yarn over and knit and slip 1. Okay, and then we should have 6 stitches left, and we're going to purl 1. Just end wherever it ends in your repeat, and then do your last whatever stitch count it is. So purl 1, knit 2 together, yarn over, and knit 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to do row 8, which is our stabilizing row of purl 5, knit 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and knit 1. And then purl across to your last 6 stitches and knit 1 and purl last 5. So that's row 8, and I will come back in video 3 to finish up the last 9, 10, 11, 12. So, yeah, row 9 is the same as row 1. Row 11 and 13 are different. The rest of them are. Row 15 is the same as row 7. Row 17 is the same as row 5. So I'll come back for a couple more rows, and then you can just read the pattern and see it. Or I'll come back and do the whole thing. But I'll go ahead and do row 8 now of my purling and end the video here and start a third video just to get through the body of it, and then we'll do the border. Okay, I'll grow mine a little after that and do the border. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video at row 9. Happy knitting.